Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, third grade. How are you today? It's Happy Monday. I'm so excited to be here with you today. My name is Mrs. Nix, and I'm excited to be with you to support you as you become amazing thinkers, readers, and writers. Speaking of reading, I was just checking out one of my favorite books. My students used to tell me all the time that the Rainbow Magic series was one of their favorites. It's all about fairies and all the adventures that they go on. This particular one is called Ellie the Guitar Fairy, and they go through and someone stole all the musical instruments, and now none of the musical instruments play in tune. And someone might find out about Fairyland, and we don't want that to happen. If you enjoy finding out what might happen to these little fairies, I encourage you, check it out on Sora or your local library. Now, speaking of Sora, I want to give a quick little shout out. We've got a countdown right here. We're going to start with the top 5 of the schools that have checked out books from Sora. So we're going to start with number 5 this week. And it was, are you ready? Greenberg Elementary. Go Bearcats! Woo! So we're going to put that right here, and we're going to count that down all week to figure out who was our top school in Fresno Unified. Keep checking those books out from Sora. All right, you guys, let's get started this morning. I've got 3 things that I want us to do today. I want us to go through, we're going to practice some 3-letter blends, we're going to look at closed syllables, and then we're going to finish off our day with some suffixes. So let's warm up our brains this morning by looking at those high-frequency words. Now remember, a high-frequency word is simply that. It's a word you're going to come across often in your reading. You're going to use it often in your writing, so it's important that you not only be able to read them, but that you're able to spell them. So let's go through and read those. Let me grab my pointer. It's over here. All right, so let's go through and read them together. Here we go. Got, green, has, had, have, grow, hot, hold, hurt, and how. Nicely done. Okay, let's look at these 2 right here. So I've got and green. Got is G-O-T and green is G-R-E-E-N. Now remember, you're responsible for your own learning, so your learning success. So if there's a word that we're going over this week and you think to yourself, gosh, I can read it, but I can't remember how to spell it or write it, jot it down, practice it all week. By the end of the week, I know you'll have it. Okay, so here are my 2 words for today. Help me put them into a sentence. Which one? Let's go through. Let's read them. Help read them with me, big and loud. She an A+ on her report. Oh, you kind of already have an idea? How about this one? My husband has a thumb. Okay, you got it. She got, let's try it. She got an A+ on her report. Excellent. How about this one? My husband has a green thumb. Now, some of you are sitting at home right now saying, your husband has green hands? Okay, let's talk about this just a little bit. We've talked in the past, or the last couple of weeks, about figurative language. And figurative language is where an author, or just in the English language, sometimes we use words to describe things that we don't mean it literally. He doesn't really have a green thumb. What we mean is that he can grow plants really well. I do not have a green thumb. If I try and grow a plant, that poor little thing will die. So my husband steps in and he almost always can rescue them. So we like to say that he has a green thumb. Try saying that with one of your adults today. Does anyone in your house have a green thumb? Maybe you do. Maybe you grow plants. All right. Let's go through. I want to get started. I've got those three things that I said, those three-letter blends, those closed syllables, and suffixes today. So let's start with three-letter blends, and that's just what they are. There's three letters put together, you blend them, and we read them. So I have several that we're going to practice. We're going to practice them all week, but I just want to kind of talk about what they sound like and then use them in some words. So I have this very first one right here. It's SCR, and SCR says scur. So let's look at a word that has it. Scrub. Scrub. Do you see it? Good. How about this one? Spur. Spur. And let's put it in a word. Spur out. Sprout. Good job. Now we've got STR, and STR says stir. Oh, I like how you're saying that with me at home. Good job. Read it together. Straw. Good. How about this one? Sure. Let's put it together. Shrimp. Shrimp. Good. And then SPL says spull. Spull. Good. Let's put it with a word in a word. Splice. Splice. Nice. Let's go up here. We've got THR says thir, and we've got the word thread. Thread. And then the last one is SQU, squa, squa, squash. Squash. Do you see it? Nicely done. So those are some three-letter blends that we're going to be practicing throughout the week. Okay, the next piece that I want us to practice are those closed syllables. Now, way back in the end of August, beginning of September, we started talking about different types of syllables. So you might remember this poster from back then. This week, we're just going to focus on the closed syllables. So I want to talk about it for just a second. Just remind us what we talked about at the beginning of the school year. A closed syllable simply tells us that we're going to have a short vowel sound in the middle. And we're going to see spelling patterns like this. We're going to have a consonant, vowel, consonant. This is considered closed. And anytime we have a vowel followed by a consonant, consonant, and then another vowel, we're going to split those consonants, and then this first one would be closed because the vowel is followed by a consonant. What does that look like in a word? Let's look at it. So here we've got the word cat, C-A-T. Our vowel is in the middle, and we've followed it up with a consonant, the consonant T, and that simply means that it's closed. Then we've got napkin. Now you can see we've got vowels A and I, and we split right between the two consonants. So napkin, that short vowel is right there for us. And again, we can see it. We've got an A and an I in rabbit, and we've got that short vowel, rabbit. All right, let's practice some of them. I've got some words right here to review with. So if I go through and I'm looking for those vowels, do we see some vowels right here? Yes. So we've got a vowel right here, and we have a vowel right here. I'm going to make these look like little V's for vowels, okay? And then we've got two consonants. I'm going to put C's for consonants. So we've got vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Anytime we have that, we're able to split right down the middle of our consonants, and then we know here's a closed syllable, here's a closed syllable, so we're going to have short vowel sounds. So we would pronounce it hidden, hidden. Okay, did you hear that? Okay, let's practice it again. So we've got, find our vowels. We've got a vowel right here, a vowel right there. Okay, what's in the middle? That's right, I've got a consonant and a consonant. Now I'm going to split my consonants just like this, and then if I want to sound it out, I've got basket. So I can go basket, just like that. So how many syllables are in that word? That's right, there's 2 syllables in the word. Why is it important that we want to be able to read words that have multiple syllables? That's right, because we're in 3rd grade. We're starting to get those words that are a little bit longer, and we need to know what kinds of sounds do we hear. So we're training our brains to recognize it. Okay, let's try another one. So look for our vowels, because we know every syllable has a vowel in it. So let's mark our vowels. And let's mark the consonants that fall between those vowels. Did you see that? Nicely done. Go ahead and divide it. And then what do we say here? What's this? Magnet. Magnet. Good. It also helps when you think about it when your teachers are asking you, chunk out a word. Sometimes when I was a kid, I used to sit there all the time and go, I don't know how to chunk it out. But looking for those vowels will give you a strategy so that you can chunk out words. So can you start to see it right here? What do you see? Winter, because you've got your vowels are right here, your consonants, and you were able to divide it just like that. Nicely done. Okay. From there, I want to finish off today with a little bit of practice and then some syllables. So looking up here, we're looking for reading the words in the row and then circle the ones with the 3-letter blends. So help me out. We've got screen, cry, and soak. What do you see? I'm going to change my pen color. There's my 3-letter blend right there. Screen, good. How about tree, star, or straw? Which one do you see? You guys are so good. I like that you're practicing at home and you're saying it out loud. You're not just watching. Thrill, trim, and this. That's right there. Thrill, T-H-R. Good. Last one, spill, spree, and stop. You got it. S-P-R right there. All right. Last little bit of practice with those syllables. So find our vowels. Vowel, vowel. What do we have between? Do we have 2 consonants? Yes, we do. We can split it. So what is our word? Let's read it. Napkin. Did you see how easy that was? Good job. Okay, look right here. Vowel, vowel. We've got 2 consonants. When you've got those 2 consonants, whoops, split it right down the middle. And what do we have? Kitten. That's how you know how to be able to split up your words. Excellent. All right, the last little bit that we're going to look at today, just want to talk about it briefly. I want to talk about, we practiced last week, we talked about prefixes, base words, and suffixes. So this week we're going to focus on suffixes. Suffixes are not a word that can stand on their own. They're just simply a group of letters added to the end of a word that can change its meaning. We have 2 of them that we're going to practice this week. We have less, which means without, and then we have full, which means full of. So let's look at something. If I have care and I put it with less, and then I have the word careless, I would say I'm without care. We'll be practicing that one more this week. Thoughtful simply means I'm full of thought. You got it. All right, 3rd grade, I have had so much fun hanging out with you this morning as you're getting ready for school. And I want to remind you, you are responsible for your learning success. So listen, ask those questions, and share your ideas. Because together, we can do so much more. Tonight, as you're looking, I want you to be practicing all those things that we practiced today. Those letter blends, closed syllables, and suffixes. Can't wait to see you back here tomorrow on PBS. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.